I was leaving an exercise class.
All of a sudden, the pain started.
My entire chest.
Shortness of breath, very fatigued, nauseated. Thought that it was nothing much, maybe just stress.
You're having a heart attack.
I'm healthy, I'm young. There's no way it could be my heart. No way.
Heart disease doesn't discriminate.
Listen to your body, go get checked.
Heart disease is the #1 killer in women.
And this is something that we can fight.
Visit GoRedForWomen.org to learn a woman's risk for heart disease.
AchieveRadio.com.
Fassett's Visionary Awareness right here on AchieveRadio.com. My name is Bill, and I'm the guy that answers the phones and reads the messages to allow Fred to focus on giving all of you some of the best psychic readings anywhere in the entire universe. Broadcasting again today, simulcasting on AchieveRadio.com from Studio A on AchieveRadio.com. Also broadcasting video on Achieve TV. And also broadcasting live on YouTube Live, where you can find the show within just a few minutes after the show ends here on Achieve Radio. In about 2 hours from now, you'll find the video so you can go back and replay it and not just hear a good reading, but see the expression on Fred's face as he goes through your cards and whatnot. To call into Achieve Radio to get a reading from Fred, where did it go? There it is, 602-666-6027, 602-666-6027, the number to call, or from the Studio A page or the Achieve Radio TV, Achieve TV page. You can send in either an quick instant message from the right-hand sidebar there, or from the chat room located just below the TV players. You can click there. You can also watch the YouTube Live or the Achieve TV Zone TV servers from the Achieve TV page, whichever one works on your particular system. And hear your reading, see your reading, and text in messages and comments as it's going on. One little tip, if the Achieve TV works on your particular computer, it doesn't on some of them. We don't have quite as much money or technology as Google and YouTube. So, but I will say that the Achieve TV is less delay. There's only about 5 or 6 seconds delay on that system, as opposed to about 30 seconds on YouTube. So if it works for you, it's a little bit more real time. At any rate, Fred's website, psychicfred.com. You can check it out during the breaks or whatever. Lots of information there. And Fred, I think I'm lapsing into rambling. So how are you today?
Well, pretty good, being that we had tons and tons of rain right here. I'm in a safe area. I would plan something like that. A lot of people like to, let's get out with Mother Nature in Arizona, and they have no drainage, and suddenly along comes the flood on these people, and they're wondering what's going on. And I was saying to Bill, if you go by a house and you walk over to the back fence and there's a flood thing from an electric company that would not tell you, don't buy this house. And yet all these people did, and it's going to cost them hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars. Now, we are in an El Nino year, so this could continue on through the rest of the year and through the country, depending on where it's at. It hasn't hit California and Washington and so forth, but it will.
It'll break the drought there, too.
Yeah, it'll break the drought. Only problem is they're going to have a lot of mudslides because of all the fires.
Yep.
Yeah, it's because they had a fire up in San Bernardino, because I lived there as a teenager, And that's another desert zone over there too. And then the fires in Washington, and then Northern California. Southern California. So there's a lot of areas that are going to be hit. And it's just part of the change that we're going through, ladies and gentlemen. My spirit teacher in spirit, Charlie, told us 4 years ago, all this would happen and more. So the idea of this is just there's a lot of negative out there too. We know about over in Iraq what's going on. Now the government needs to find out who's funding those bozos over there. And then they can get to the bottom of that as well, and they call it religion, and there's no such thing as what they're talking about. It's not that. It's called control, do it my way or else. That's been going on for God forever. So those individuals are from the dark of the dark to dark. So each one of them that gets knocked off the planet goes directly down. And there's no other way, because when you make a choice, you have to look at what you chose to do, because no one told you to do it. So that's that aspect too. Now, we got all kinds of rain. It's going to rain 60% this afternoon. Looks like it's doing something out there right now. But next Monday, everybody, on the 25th, because this will be before our show. So what I want you to realize is Arizona, LA, 7:13 a.m. We have 2 degrees Virgo moon. So, and then the East Coast will be at 10:13 a.m. And then you know your areas and work it out there. Write your prosperity check and see if this is a good cycle. I think as I've been looking at it, I've been in an 8-year whatever, with everything happening. And one of my people, she's really selling property up in Oregon like it's going out of style. This will be good. And there was a nice, one of the listeners sent me this patch, which I really bless those 2 people, Cindy and Larry. And funny thing is, it did something, but pardon the expression, I'm a little woolly around the lower back, and the humidity's been up to about 50, 60 and all this kind of stuff, and I've been just sweating like mad. So when I put this on, everything was fine, and I noticed in the morning there was a difference, and I'm thinking, okay, it's pretty good. But then I went to I'm like, well, wait a minute. One had already come off, because this is when I have problems with Band-Aids. I have to find a special brand, or they don't stay on, especially if there's hair on the body. So by the early evening, I put my hand back there, and the other one's gone. I was looking all over for it, and then I saw it. It came out of my shirt, I guess. But guys, I know it works. Unfortunately, with me being when I was a kid growing up and went into swim in the pool, I got stared at. So because I have a big mouth, I used to tell my mother I was frightened by the abominable snowman. So, I did these things to take the tension, because it wasn't nice what was going on, Because when I was about 9 years old, looked down at my legs, and I thought I had a disease. And no one ever explained anything to me, because in my family, they were all introverts, except yours truly. Isn't that a nice place to put yourself? So other than that, we have the new moon coming in. And I was reading my book over here because of Gary Zukav talking about souls. I'll have to take some stuff out of there for you. It's fascinating as he was talking about animals. And animals have a tendency to be in groups, and he has different words for them, like horses are below, the cats are on a higher level. You have to really think. I have to go back and read this. It was so whoa, we have to read this some more to understand it. And he did a wonderful job of explaining this. And then he's talking about the non-souls that earthbound and things like this. And I was getting my hair done today, and I don't want to sit there and go twiddling my thumbs. I need something to do. So that's what I was doing. So one of these days I have to put this together for you. Gary Zukav is a phenomenal writer and psychologist. And normally he's on the spiritual side, so what he's writing makes sense. It's just learning, understanding what he says. So with that, let's see if we can help anybody. Remember, month, year, and month, month, day, and year of your birthday. I don't care about the time. I'm not doing a chart. Besides, my roommate would have to do it, or we'd have to go over this 30 times before I'd remember how to do it. So, okay? So let's go with this and see. I'm serious. I mean, I go to the bank now. You don't need a deposit slip. And I go, oh, my God. Okay, it's moving faster than me.
Well, I was talking to one of my old buddies, flying buddies today, and he said, Bill, says, I think I've got a problem. I said, what's that? And he said, this month, all my checks came in, and I thought, man, I'm really doing good. And then an hour later, it dawned on me I hadn't paid any of my bills.
I know about that. I screwed up my electrical bill last month, and I wound up with a $400 one.
Ouch.
So, yeah, and someone nice enough to give me $200. We'll get it done. This has been a goofy week, believe me. All right, so who's...
All right, well, first up, we've got Jane up in Vancouver, Canada. Jane says, hi, Fred. It's been a while since I've talked with you. Could you please give me a quick reading? Well, Jane, since there's only two of you on the board, it might even be a little more than quick. I have been feeling like I am stuck in many ways, relationships, home, and money. I could really use some good, encouraging news. May 13 of 1956, 56.
There you go. I already can help you with this. You're getting ready, Gene. Oh, look at this. My God, I went almost right there. What you're going through, two things. All right, first, you're Taurus. So Saturn and Scorpio is hitting your sun sign. That's one of them. And when this happens, they're lessons. So they can be really, they can really be rough. And then you're getting ready to go towards your next Saturn return. I'm going to look here and see when it is. July. Here we go. What do you have in here? Okay. Now let me see where you're at. This might be interesting right there. What do you got over here? Let me tell you, yours was retrograde in Sag. You almost got Scorpio. So you have 0 degrees Sag. I'm having a great time. Sagittarius and Saturn. So, and let's see, you did your Neptune return. Let's see what else. Oh, you're in a Jupiter return. This will help your business, money, and work, but to use the energy yourself and your North Node's in Sagittarius. Let's just go across here, girl. See what you got. What did you do to yourself? 2 degrees Cancer Moon. Okay, what did you put here? Gemini over here. Cancer and Venus. Aquarius and Mars. And you got Cancer and Uranus. So what's also hitting you is Pluto and Capricorn going through your Cancer planets. So you have to be really clear, and if you need to get rid of people, Gene, in your life, it's now. Because once, this is going to be a little interesting. Starting Christmas Eve, this is going to hit you 0 degrees, and then the spring it's going to go back in Scorpio. And by the fall, in September 2015, this is going to come over you again and might follow you into the next year or whatever. Sometimes it's 3 hits, and if you're lucky, it's only 1 or 2. And you'll get at least 2 out of this. And then it's going to hit your North Node in Sag. That's the only 2 Sages I can see unless you have rising there. So this is what's happening. You're already in a change cycle, with Scorpio hitting your sun sign in Taurus. And it's also hitting your Mars in Aquarius. And, so what's already happening, it's about change. And if we don't move with it, Gene, and we get stuck, it really rattles our cage. And I've been through 2. And after next birthday, I have 8 years to go through a 3rd one. Oh, brother. And the first 2, that were very interesting. Let's pray the 3rd one, when I get there, will be nice. But that's what's going on with you, my dear. What you want to do, What do you want to do with the rest of your life? Because you're setting, it's coming towards, see, when Saturn is an educator, okay? It doesn't have to be negative, but if we don't move, and yours is retrograde also, but that's another one that's very interesting. So between Saturn can be the nicer one, Pluto can come over and crack you in the back of the head because you didn't get it when Saturn was going through there. We can call Pluto the negative mother sometimes. Just depends on people. None of it's negative. It's how we have to learn and grow. And you've been going through things for a couple of years now. It'll be 2.5. So Sagittarius and your Saturn will be there. Oh, and over your North Node for a little bit. And then it will you'll ride through that, and you'll know when this is past because you'll feel like a heavy coat just got off your shoulders. That's what happened when Saturn got out of Libra, because I'm Aries Libra, and I was like, I didn't think it was going to happen until it got in November, but they had another surprise for me coming from another direction. So basically, you're going through change, and change me good. So use that Jupiter and his money in Leo, and use it was there till next July. So any way you can use the energy to help you move forward. If anybody's in your way, get them out of your way. You have to make a step. A lot of people are afraid to take their power gene, and they let other people around them. And if you've been anything like I think, you already know about that. So, my dear, just prepare yourself for these your golden years. So that's what's coming, and so now it's moving, and when any Saturn cycle, it's always two years, 2.5 years, and then you move into that and make it the best you can right now. Clean the drawers, clean the closet, get rid of old friends if they're not supporting you, family members, whatever it is. Do what you have to do, and you're going to feel much better. You know what you have to change. You're in the middle of it. Okay, I'll talk to you later. You have a good evening or day wherever you are.
Well, thanks for writing in, Jane. We do appreciate everybody that writes in, calls in, or does whatever. And let me check something. Nope, nothing new there. So, all right, Fred, we've got one left at the moment, and I'm sure somebody will show up. They all tend to pile in the last few minutes there.
Of course they do.
Well, let's see what this is. Number just popped up on the board here, and I don't think... let's see what it says here. Oh, give me just a second. Let's see who this is popped up. Well, I don't know. I can't... oh, okay. I don't know if you guys heard that or not, but let me get this all turned on. Lori, I'm going to assume you didn't raise your hand, but I'm going to assume you probably want to talk to Freddie. You wouldn't have called in. So, Lori, if you wanted to be, you are on the air. If you didn't want to be, you are anyway. Hello.
Hi, I was trying to get on the air to talk to Fred.
Hold on a minute. Hold on. Mary, I'm on the radio. I'll call you back. No, that's what happens when we get on there. Nobody remembers. So, Lori, how can I help you?
Well, I was hoping to talk to Fred about a psychic question.
Well, you're talking to me.
Oh, sorry.
When's your birthday?
10/14/59.
Oh, you're at that nice little place. Okay, so what's your question?
I'm wondering if I'm going to get my deposit back from the landlords when I move and when I might move.
Oh, let's see where this is at, because that makes all the difference in the world. Let's see where you're at here. Okay, you got that. Been going through a lot of changes too. People not been playing fair with you. No. And you're doing that Neptune return too, which has not been very nice. And you have 0 degrees Sag moon. Let me see something. Okay, you almost feel like that you got a lot of fear in you right now. What I want you to do is get back in your power seat. You can be real powerful when you choose to, and this is the time to do it. Because what I'm feeling from you is the fear, and if you get rid of this, and now work with whoever that person is, you'll probably get it unless they're being totally nasty. Now, if you're leaving the place nice when you leave, and you said you want to know when you might leave, well, let me put it this way: you've already been going through a couple of years of stinkiness, if I'm not mistaken. It hasn't been fun for you. It's not. It's, yeah. Okay. Well. Part of it completes on Christmas Eve this year, but there's one more part of this for you to go through. And if you can, right now, I want you to get all the negatives. You're really sensitive right now, okay? Really sensitive. So I want you to take hold and take your power back. And I want you to pull everybody away from you that's in your way. I almost feel like you're collecting other people's negative energies and their emotions, and it's weighting you down. So, I have an idea. Okay, I'm going to just say this to you. You may think I'm crazy, all right? And some people do at times, and that's the way it goes. But either you get a smudge stick, a sage, and go over yourself and get rid of the crap that you've collected, because it's not your fault. It's what you've been going through. Okay?
Yeah.
You can use that. You can use that. And what I do here, because I'm always cleaning my house, so people coming into it, I have that spray I make with ammonia and lemon juice and water that I always have around the house, and I spray it up in there and stand underneath it. And whichever works for a person, but you need to get some energy off of you. And if you know anybody that does energy work, I'm not saying, no, I have to be real clear with you. I don't want anybody to tell you that you have dark energy around you, all this bullshit, malarkey. What I'm saying, you've collected dense energy through these lessons, and that's all it is. You see, I'm being clear with you. I don't want some fool gypsy to get a hold of you by accident. You might wind up, if you run by, well, stay away from them. But what I'm saying is your emotions have been a mess. Okay, and these lessons that have been sucky. That's the best way I can say it. You know, now, I'm gonna do something right now for you. I'm gonna try and do a clearing. I'm half Native American, and my father was Irish, and because we're a little slow, I like to help people. It's what I came here to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to pull some energy off of you, and don't worry about me. I've been doing this for almost 50 years, so it's like I'm okay. But you've got some stuff around you, and I don't want somebody to manipulate you and tell you crap that's not true. Really pisses me off when people do this, and it happened to somebody recently. So let's see what we can do here, and you can use some sage or something that to extend it at another time. All right. In the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, Mother, Father, God, Grandfather, Grandmother, Spirit. All right. So here, hitai hohendaka ye toho shayana heke anta wehe shayana hoena here shayana hoto. Te ka no hoye tata ukeanani uayata kokaya hoi sa hanasa. Stuff coming off your throat, okay, blocking your prosperity. I don't know how that happened. Okay, your stomach is a mess. Your solar plexus is a mess. Okay, it's all this stuff you've been working with your emotions, but not favorably. All right, son of we're taking us. I should say I'm going to hang this thing up, fool whoever they are. Yeah, see? They call in during the wrong time. We're doing something important. They're not important. It's advertisers. Yeah, we're going down around your stomach area. Quiet. You're psychic, aren't you?
A little bit, I think. I haven't been.
Yeah, you are. You need to find a group to help you bring this out. You have healing ability too there, girl. You have healing ability. Someone needs to work with you to bring you into what you're supposed to be doing, all right? Okay, cleaning off your solar plexus, reaching around the back, because you're Libra. Yeah, you have to drink lots of water because of your kidneys. I have Libra rising and Libra Mars. I have to drink lots of water. Remember that because you have to wash your kidneys out, all right? And the water... Yeah, your kidneys. We want to keep. Yeah, you got.
I only have one kidney.
Oh boy. Well, you want to take care of that. You want to take care of that. All right. Were you? Yeah. I hate to do this. Did someone abuse you growing up as a young girl when you were growing up? That's what I thought. I was picking all this up. Okay. All right. Are they passed now? Are they gone? The person who hurt you, are they gone? Did they pass away?
Yes. Yes.
All right. All right. And you know they didn't go into the light because of what they did. And you weren't the only one. You're not the only one they messed with, by the way, too. But if it's been a long time, they might have got in and done the work. And I can't get into that right now. Yeah. But I want to say you're going to get a bit stronger. I want you to realize that you're a powerful woman and you need to really step in there for yourself. You don't have to get nasty with the mouth, but you don't have to be around people that aren't there for you and you can push them on. That's how I look at that. So right now I took a bunch of... Do you feel lighter right now?
Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah. Now, all you need to do one of two things I told you. Get the sage or something else and just whip it around you, and it will take the rest off, and just pray to Mother God, Father God, whatever you believe in. I tell everybody, whatever anybody does, it's right for them. Okay? And just say, I ask to have all my guides and angels come and work with me. I only accept light and God, and I will not accept any negativity. And you have to make it a ritual because there's too much going on in the universe right now. All right? Lots of luck there. You should feel a lot better. And you drink water now to take care of that other kidney, okay?
What's your recipe for that? Ammonia.
Thing. Oh, you go to the store, and they in California and Arizona and California, they have it's a yellow, and it says lemon and ammonia in there, and you get a spray, and you put a little bit at the bottom and fill the rest of it up with water, and you spray it in the air around everything, and open the front and back doors to let the negativity out, and you'll be amazed what happens in 5 minutes. Okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That was really beautiful. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye, Lori. Thanks for calling in. All righty, Fred, let me see what's come in here. We have, when I can get to it here, a follow-up from Jane in Vancouver. Says, thank you so much, Fred. I wish I could have called in, but I'm listening from work. I do need and want to declutter. A lot of us in that boat, Jane. Love and light to you from Jane. So,
okay, well, good.
Let's see here. What do we got next? No more of the big ones, but like I said, we've got somebody starting already. Send in two.
Oh my God, here we go.
Yeah, here we go again. And let's see, skip the preliminaries there. And okay, the first individual is a classical, well, not classical, but classic 20th century person. Initial WG, February the 1st of 1901.
Whoa.
Yeah, like I said, classic 20th century individual, quite well known.
Okay. I'm trying to. Okay, let's get. Haven't done this in a long time. I'm telling you.
This apparently has been fun. You know, we had somebody last week comment, said this is so much fun to listen to all these people. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know. After what I just did, I'm sweating.
That was, who was that came through?
Could have been, let's see. I have Sitting Bull, Geronimo, Running Bear, and I have a tribe with me. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
So I never ask anymore. I just go with, because they tell me, my grandfathers told me, well, I never knew, that it's magic. I mean, they'll never tell me how it works. They just want me to do it. Okay, let's see about this person. Oh boy. I don't know why I want to say this. Does this person have a big set of lungs for some reason?
Boy, I would not know about that.
Because they can also bury their emotions, but they can. I think they like to compete or go back and forth with people. Were they in the entertainment world or the political arena?
Entertainment.
That's what I was thinking. Okay, was this an actor?
Correct.
Okay, they got that's what I said. Got a big pair of lungs. Okay, and so they were good on the screen. Now this is how it goes. They were good on the screen. Oh, what happens to my tongue? Good on the screen, but I have a funny feel their personal life may not have worked as well, because Aquarius and Cancer, more Aquarius, Capricorn and Virgo. Okay, North Node and Scorpio, Jupiter and Capricorn, Capricorn and Saturn. This person off the stage, they were somebody's saying something in my ear. That doesn't make any sense what they just said to me. But anyway, marvelous on stage, not so marvelous when they were off because of all the emotions were held back. So the drama and the acting really gave this person a notoriety, and that was the person out there. Might have been bipolar, too, very possible, and they probably didn't know what that was back then. But, boy, were they a hell of an actor, from what I can see here. That's where I get the voice. I get in the voice, and it's very strong. So there was two different personalities of this person, and they were probably, were they in silent movies?
You know, I don't know, but I would assume, just based on that birthday.
Yeah, I would think that was true, too, but they're giving me all these names. My God!
Yeah, much more famous for talkies later.
Yeah, and I could hear them, and they did a real good job. They were fantastic. But they started in silent air and kept right in there, and he was very lucky that he had a decent speaking voice that made him wind up. He did very well.
Yeah.
So I feel his acting career was phenomenal. I don't think his personal career was too great. That's the way I'm looking at it.
You would say trustworthy, not so much, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely not trustworthy.
Yeah. You got it.
How about loyalty and...
If he was in the right state of mind, it could be really good, or he'd change on a dime and somebody else would come out of him and they'd be scratching their head wondering what happened to, who's that just came out of him?
Yeah. Well, you know, Fred, once again, I've got to say this because I didn't know too much about this individual. Right. The man is William Clark. I don't give a damn, my dear Gable.
Oh yeah. So yeah, he was such an actor, and everything else. But I think there was problems. He lived until in the 50s when he had the heart attack and died. By the way, where they said he died, that was a lie. I know where he died. He died in my landlord's brother's pool.
Oh, no kidding. Yeah, it was. 1969. No, wait a minute.
Yeah.
1960.
Yeah. Yeah, and he was swimming in a pool, so they changed where he died because of who he was and everything else. But now I see it. Oh my God, amazing the acting he is. He had this great voice. See, powerful voice.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
let me about the rest of it. Let me read this archived. Where's this come from? A website. I'll plug it here in a second. Clark Gable married 5 times, slept with nearly all of his co-stars, and cheated on everyone. In just about every movie in which he plays the romantic lead, he cajoles, spanks, slaps, or otherwise mistreats the object of his affection. In other words, he's a bastard.
Yeah. Well, and think about it. His emotions weren't out there. He showed them on the acting, but then when he was on his personal self, that's where they were shut down. And stubborn. And very stubborn, obviously the biggest ego in the world, but he back then they kind of made it look more positive. Right.
Oh, they covered up hugely in those days, yeah.
Yeah.
That was just the way it was. They did it for everybody, from Clark Gable to JFK to whoever, So that was just the way it was. The news didn't like to report naughty things. Now they hate to report good things.
You got it.
Okay. Well, that was interesting. Once again, it just amazes me that you nail these people so well.
Like I say, my dyslexia, in a positive way, helps me. Yeah. You should have seen me in school. The teachers were baffled. I mean, they really were. I mean, you give me numbers like what my thing, birthdays, and I memorize every birthdays and phone numbers. I have no idea why. Yeah, it just happens, and I know when somebody's close. I had a friend many years ago that went to Switzerland, and I went over one day, and I got set down on the telephone, and within 10 minutes, I had him on the phone. It's just weird.
There you go. Well, we've got a couple messages popped up on the board in the last minute or two here. First, from our old friend Anue. Hi, guys. A strange day for me. Very emotional and not proud of the words coming out of me towards H. Feeling the need for complete solitude and wondering if a move for me is around the corner. Love you both and greatly appreciate the wisdom and guidance you have shared with me and my family for such a long time. Blessings to all. And the birthday of H is June 25 of 1946. And she sent hers also, but I think you know that, don't you?
Yeah, this person is a Cancer, and probably Cancer men have a horrible time of sharing. The reason they picked to be Cancer, so that in the last life they didn't do the emotions, so they come in to share the emotions. That's what that is. So let's see. Did I go past it? No, I didn't. Okay, almost there. Let's see. Here we go. Now we want to do this. 25. Cancer, definitely. Oh, dear. Cancer, with Taurus moon, stubborn and doesn't listen. Your girl, you got to watch out for this one. They hurt. Let's see. Either you get them out of your surroundings, because they've never learned their lessons. I'm surprised they're still here, to be truthful. Okay, there's more there. This person, does this a new way? Does this person dump and doesn't ever want to hear what their part is in anything? Because that's what I'm getting on this. This person is ridiculous. And you shouldn't even have this person around you. The funny part of it is they have a very high intelligence side, but they like to put the negative out and twist things, manipulate. There we are, manipulated around. And for this person, you're where you're supposed to be. You want this person, you want Mr. or Miss H to move. I'm sure it'd be that one. You should get them out of there because you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. this person hasn't learned their lessons, and right now where they're at in life, there's a very good possibility. Let me see something. All right, so Saturn's been going over their moon, over their Venus. Now, let's see. Let's see what's going to happen here. Something's going to go over their Mars and Virgo. I'm going to shoot this. I'm going to shoot this person. You know. Thank God that's the advertisements that come in. I can do that. So, girl, you get this person away. You shouldn't have to do the move. She wanted to know if this person was going to move, right?
No, she was going to move.
Okay, well, she can, but what's her birthday again? I forgot what it was. I know it's Libra, but when is it?
9/23/52.
All right, hold on. This person should move, not you, dear. Believe me.
Yeah, she said, wondering if a move for me is around the corner.
Probably, but you've been enjoying what you're doing, so this is why I always look. Sometimes it's nice to kick the other one in the tush. To 923. Yeah, there you are. See, you have that Scorpio moon. That's what Saturn's been doing to you. What else has it been doing to you?
Let me, I knew I just sent a quick follow-up. Okay. She says, it is like you were listening into my conversation with him, said the exact words to him, and financially, I cannot stay here.
Okay. All right. I get it. All right. Let's see. Well, one thing will be off of you. All right. That's off of you. Let's see. Sag is coming into your Mars, so that will cause the move probably. You got that done. See, you've done your Saturn return. You've done your Neptune return. This person is a fool and does not listen. Okay? At the age he's at, you think his ego would quiet down. It feels like it's inflated. And by the way, does that person do any kind of alcohol or some kind of something he puts in his body? Does he do anything like that? Because
hey, Fred.
I see it. Yeah.
Your headset's whacking out on us again there.
It does it all the time.
Yeah, it does it every about 45 minutes, like clockwork. Hang on just a second, everybody. Okay. I'm going to, excuse me, I'm going to try to switch Fred out. Sometimes that will fix it. Let's see what it does. Yeah, okay, you there, Fred?
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's horrible. Okay. I have no idea. Like I did tell you once, Fred, had a couple of people over the years, about the last 3 or 4 years, where every 45 minutes, and that's just exactly, we're at 2:45 Pacific time right now. And that's just right there. So let's see if that worked. You there?
Okay. Yeah, I'm here.
No, it's still going crazy.
Well, weird.
Alrighty, I don't know what to do about this. Hopefully we can get this to clear up here in just a few seconds. It usually does. I try to switch back and forth, and that seemed to do it before. Yeah, I think we got you now.
Okay, hello?
Yeah,
okay.
That did it. I think it just needs time to straighten itself out.
I don't know. Anyway, what I was saying about him, that he does any kind of drinking or drugs or anything like this, the energy looks like that's a possibility. He's ornery as a hoot owl, doesn't pay any attention anyway. So if you have to move, then you move. But remember, you're in your own power, because I think what's coming up, and I'm not joking about this, he's got a lot of crappy stuff to look at. When he passes, he's not going to like what he sees. Okay? And I don't know if he claims to be something he's not, because that's also coming up. So if that makes any sense. Okay? So, yeah, you can start looking. Okay, you're Libra, so do it before October. I think October 8th is the next Mercury retrograde, so do it before that time. And there's also an opposition either in Libra. Let me see something here. I'll do this for you anyway, because both of us have similarities going on here, and I don't want this. Oh, here we go. Okay, I went a little fast there. Here it is. Is this it? The eclipse is on the 8th. Okay, now wait a minute here. There is a retrograde, so they're close by. From what I remember, is this okay? Mercury goes retrograde on the 4th of October, and the opposition, which is in Aries. Oh God. All right, so those two are in there. So what you want to make sure is work it out before that time. Okay. All right, my dear.
All righty. Well, good luck with that anyway. That's let's see. She says, "Oh, I've covered all four corners of the U.S. Back to Oregon." What do you think, Fred?
Well, let's see. Do you feel good about that, or do you feel there's a better place for you other than there? I mean, you can't go back to, if you left something, it has to have had more brighter energy to go back to it. And so whatever you left for, is that gone to where you can go to a better place there? You know, you need to be around the grandfather, grandmother spirit anyway. So if you can do that, fine.
Yeah. You know, with her background, she might really like the Black Hills.
There you go. Yeah. Listen to that, New Way. There you go. That would be very interesting. It's up to you, but call on grandfather spirit to come and talk to you. Okay, and you might be surprised what might come in. I'd go out in the back by a tree. Well, if you're not getting beat up by the rain, and go out there and sit and talk to them and take a pad with you and write it out and ask them to help you and manifest the money. They'll do it. You're powerful.
Yeah, she says she'll sit with this and thank you, dear man, and also says I'll look into the Black Hills. Thank you, Bill. It's, there's a lot of reservation country there, and
right.
It's not like the Western Mountains, the far Western Mountains, but it's a very pretty place, and it's a very spiritual place to the Lakota. No question about that.
And there's lots of spirits out there running around too.
Yeah.
There's lots of.
Yeah, and I've told people that from Arizona, but they wouldn't go for the cold. But if a New Way can stand Maine, what the snow they get in the Black Hills wouldn't be a patch. It'd be a light day in October. Okay, let's see. About 7.5 minutes in this hour. We do have, of course, another hour to go. Lynn down in Dallas says, well, first of all, May 10 of 1953, 5-3. Can you talk to me about my relationship to the company I work for? The company was established in February 1st of 1998. And I am one of the original employees, but I feel it is time for me to leave. I'm wondering when the best time is to leave, or are there things occurring I don't know about and maybe I should stay? Thank you, from Lynn in Dallas.
Okay, let's see what we can find here. I think that's the kid from New York, and I'm going to have to tell him same thing. The only reason I didn't hang up on him because I think I know who it is, unless it's that other dude that's advertising. Aries Moon. Oh dear.
Thursdays and summertime from 2 to 4. AchieveRadio.com. Visionary awareness. Please speak slowly.
Wow. Okay, and she said it was founded. Okay, I'm going to have to look at that too. See, that's not my friend. God, they just can't stop their old stupid advertising, as if I care.
Yeah.
Let's see, 98. Let's try something. Let's try something here. Because you're a Taurus girl, you've had Saturn and Scorpio going over the top of you, and you have an Aries moon, so I'm going to check on something that might be very interesting. Here we go. Let me see what right here. Wow, that day the moon was in Aries too. That's very interesting. And another Aries over there. Are some of the people in that company kind of being a bit negative? Because that's what it looks like. And and you have to protect yourself, Lynn, so you don't pick up the energy. Now, because you have, I'm looking at. I'm going to do something there. They're just having some fun. If it's the same one, oh God. Okay, that was high health. I'm not going to go over there anyway. So now I'm going to see. No, that said 15. That said 15. So it's going to hit Aries at 15, and you have 12. That's 2 degrees on the other side of you. So what you might want to look at, Lynn, maybe later on in the year, if you feel right, and then start putting out your, what am I going to say? Putting out your feelers. They're just having fun here. They won't stop. So I did say they don't know I'm on. If they do it again, I'm going to tell them I'm on a radio show. It's bothering me. Just know that if you feel right, okay, if you feel right, go ahead and start putting your feelers out there. Now, if you feel you can stay there and that you can grow in the company and no one's in your way, then there's where you make the decision for yourself, because you must be in your power seat to turn around and do that. If you do it, okay, I have to do this. No, it's another one. Just another person. I just hang up on them because that phone, I'm sitting, it's next to the computer here and goes right straight through my head. Yeah. All right, so that's what you need to do. In October would be a very interesting time if you want to, but if you feel that you're going to be backed in the company where you're at, and I think there's some negative people doing some stuff in the company, and there may be some people, how should I put it? I see a lot of talking going on. It may not be all that positive. So it's up to you, my dear, what you choose to do. You can, but if you stay there and so forth, does it work for your highest good? And if it does, stay there or get ready to move on. Okay?
All right. So that was Lynn. And let's see. Well, we've only got about 2 minutes left in this hour, Fred. We've got a message here from Nancy. Do you want to start and have to quit in the middle? Okay.
Sure.
Nancy in Los Angeles, April 30, 1953, 53. Quick look for the next month or two. I am in real estate sales. Anything standing out? Or in romance, perhaps?
Oh, soon as this, let me see, you did all that. Boy, you definitely are Taurus, that's for sure. You got that moon in Scorpio. You should be coming out and doing exceptionally well in the real estate market with that Mercury and Venus and Aries. My goodness, girl. You need someone to balance you. Not everybody's going to be satisfying in the relationship department. It's going to take a gentleman that balances, that sees the way you work, and can balance you out to where. First of all, you don't need a man for power. You got the power. You need the one on pardon the expression on the emotional and other places where you need that, because you can take care of all that yourself. So if you're choosing to pick one out, I would be very clear and ask the universe to help you do this, and do that 8x10 sheet of paper. Try for 25, 50, 75, 100 questions. When you get all written out, Say, through the divine light of God, I'm now ready for my perfect mate. And because not everybody's going to be good for you. There's only certain ones. And you need someone equal your strength, your power, and your emotions. But they can't control you because you won't let them anyway. How about that? What do you think?
Okay. Well, if you have any follow-up on that, Nancy, get it in while we're going to break, which we're going to do right now. Be gone for about 4.5, 5 minutes. Well, give everybody a quick respite here and let all the computers reset, and hopefully the phone lines fill up, and we'll see what happens here. So don't forget, Fred's website is psychicfred.com. Psychicfred.com, Fred's website. You can check that out during the break also. And we will be back in about 4.5 minutes with hour number 2 of Visionary Awareness with Psychic Fred Fassett. Hang in there.
Looking for a psychic with experience? 47 years as a professional psychic. Visionary Awareness with Fred Fassett. Live after the break.
AchieveRadio.com.
I was leaving an exercise class.
All of a sudden, the pain started.
My entire chest.
Shortness of breath, very fatigued, nauseated. Thought that it was nothing much, maybe just stress.
You're having a heart attack.
I'm healthy, I'm young. There's no way it could be my heart. No way.
Heart disease doesn't discriminate.
Listen to your body, go get checked.
Heart disease is the #1 killer in women.
And this is something that we can fight.
Visit GoRedForWomen.org to learn a woman's risk for heart disease.
From the beginning of time, man has sought always to achieve more. And finally, we have AchieveRadio.com, the positive side of broadcasting.
Okay, we are back one more time for another hour. Welcome to Fred Fassett's Visionary Awareness on AchieveRadio.com, simulcast on Achieve TV and YouTube Live every Thursday, 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. My name is Bill. I assist Fred for the duration of the show by reading the instant messages, answering the phones, and pushing all the buttons to make it all happen. Most of the time it happens anyway. And the number to call in if you would like to get a reading, and actually we do have some folks called in. Finally, had a whole bunch of messages first hour, but only one call. Any rate, the number to call, 602-666-6027. Again, 602-666-6027 is the number to call. Also, from the Studio A page on Achieve Radio, where most people listen to the radio from, you can just send an instant in-quick message, we call it, which is located on the right-hand sidebar, kind of private, comes to the studio and not very many other places. It does go out to any hosts of Achieve Radio, but not to the general public. Or there is a chat room, which is visible to anybody on the website, and all you have to do is scroll down below the player. Also on the Achieve TV page, same options, just go down. You can click on the Achieve TV, or just below that is a YouTube Live frame. You can watch on whichever works best on your personal computer. Or actually from YouTube, you have the option to use your iPhone or whatever little gadget you happen to carry around with you. So lots of options. No excuse for missing a single minute of visionary awareness these days. And Fred?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, I just talked to a client of mine. I told her what colors to wear this because she had a problem with another employee. She had to call me during the break, said, I can't believe it. I've had the best 3 days and months and months and months. Should I go out and buy about 20 blouses in yellow? I was telling her it's called color therapy. If you do this right, you know. So I learned a long time ago, yellow, if you're going to take a test, is the best color to wear, you know, and things like that. People don't know this. Yellow's ideal when you're taking a test because it'll get you the focus. You'll come out of that test room and you'll be fat. Of course, some people don't look good in yellow, so you might have to get a cream.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Nancy did send a quick, not really a follow-up, says, yes, I agree with you. I do need someone smart, too. And thank you for the insight.
Yeah.
So, very good there. Nancy, we're ready to dive back into the population here. Let's see, I did not, but I'm pretty sure this is Debbie from Pennsylvania. Debbie, hello, is that you?
Yes, it's me. How are you?
Hi. You're talking to Fred. Go ahead.
Hey, Fred. How are you tonight?
Not bad. We have a lot of rain coming in. We have about 60%. I'm just waiting for it to start. When it does, it's going to be a deluge again. But we need it out here, so that's okay. So when's your birthday again?
7656.
Oh, you're one of those too. See how you are. you're going to be going into your second Saturn cycle too. See? So that could be, that's never dull. And with you, well, you're not afraid to talk. you got you know, this is interesting. Wow, this is amazing. You are actually in your Saturn return cycle, right? It's coming up this year. And it's going to hit later on this year. So you'll be tripping through that door. And you also have Jupiter and Leo. That's your money. That's your work. So you want to use the energy. It's there till next July. So use it to your best ability. That's real important. Now, let's see here. Something else. Have you been getting people out of your way? So I don't know why. It feels like you might be cleaning people out of your life. Have you?
Yes, I have. You get out my way. You're not doing nothing for me, so I ain't got time for you. Get out my way.
Yeah. See? And say, bless them. Get on with your life. I'm not allowing you around me and so forth. If you said move your energy, they wouldn't know what you're talking about anyway. So.
Right.
And I always say, wake up. You've been asleep most of your life. It's time to get conscious. You know what I mean. So how can I help you today, my dear?
Just, I'm kind of in a funk and I'm on vacation now, so I'm enjoying my vacation. Good. And I love my mother and I love my family. They're getting on my nerves. It's like, but nobody's calling me to check on me. And I'm thinking, y'all don't love me, but I said, that's okay. So I'm learning that they're going to be okay. They're going to be okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. So I'm just focusing on my career. So you see any changes in that area?
It can, let's see. This is what you're going to do. Okay?
Okay.
I know you're a church lady, so what I want you to do is sit down, okay? Sit down, have a conversation, and you ask the goddess, God, whichever way you look at it, and somebody's doing this again to me. I'm on the radio. She's calling me on both phones. I'm saying I'm on the radio. For some reason, she's not getting it. Anyway, I want you to say a prayer. Ask Goddess, to take on all these people around you. Okay, even though you love them, and they're getting in your way, and have the higher anarchy. Because see, they can't come and help you if you don't ask.
Okay.
So you want to get into a prayer. I know you can. And just write out the list of names if you wish to. And bless each person and say, God, Goddess, whatever it is, can you please help me with A, B, C, D, E, F, G, whatever it is. Okay. And they will, but you won't know how. And once you put it out there, just step back out of the way. Okay, because I'm glad you're on vacation. Really enjoy it. Do the things that you normally wouldn't do, and because you're in that Saturn cycle, so you're moving into a new zone that you're going to be there for a long time. And this is really. Do you have to write? Do you write anything?
No, I don't.
You should. I bet you got a lot to say. I mean, you don't have to do it for somebody else. I mean, you can write down all the things you'd like to ever want to say and help you verbalize it out. Okay. And you can write a letter to each one of those people, but you don't have to give it to them. You can burn it in the fireplace or shred it. Okay. See? Okay. It works the same way. And I'm sure you're a good writer. With that Gemini in your chart, you have to be somewhat a good writer. Okay. All right. And I did this years and years and years ago, so I know it works.
Okay. But I'm so relaxed. I'm just like, I call every day. They don't call me back. So I said, they're gonna be all right. I gotta take care of me.
No, yeah. Well, first of all, they're not interested in calling you unless they want something. So that's a lesson. Yes. So that's a lesson. So you say, well, fine, I'm not calling you. I don't need to call you. You want me when I have to give to you, but you want to talk to me after, then let them go. Let them go. Yes.
Yes,
See,
yes.
they're not spanking you. They're showing their stupidity because they think they're smarter than you. Well, I'm only a caller when I want to get some money or ask a question.
Yep.
No. Be proud of yourself saying that's their choice. I just won't call them. I don't need to call them. And if you're Cancer, dear, you Cancerians are you're very sensitive. Okay, so you take it personally. Raise the vibrations and look at it this way. That's what they're choosing to do, so I can leave them alone. That's how you look at it. Don't look at it as they're doing something they're not. And then you pull them in. You want to understand they're not calling you, fine. Don't worry about it. Go bring happiness your way, and they'll eventually say, well, Debbie, they'll one day say, Debbie, you never call us. And all you have to do is say, the reason you never called me, so I just moved on.
Right. See? I appreciate that. I understand now better.
Okay, because you're Cancerian. Cancer people take everything right to heart. So I want you to take it easy on that. Yeah, you get hurt easy. Don't do that. Just say, wait a minute. This has more to do with them than it does me, but they think I'm supposed to respond to them no matter what. They're not there for me.
Right.
Forget it. See?
That's right.
There you go. All right?
Okay. Thank you so much. Have a good evening.
Yeah. Okay, bye-bye now.
Thanks, Deb. Take care. Bye-bye. Okay, Fred, let's see what that was going on. We got several little messages here. We got Alice, Linda, and Aaliyah lined up in that order. So, ladies, hang on. We'll start with Alice up in New Hampshire, November 13 of 1955. And Alice says, hi, Fred. I would also love a reading, especially involving the sale of our house. This year or question mark, when?
Let's see. You are a Scorpio, and that's his chain. There you are. Yep, you're going to say it's coming at you. It's coming at you. All right, let's see what we got going there. Alice, let's see, 13, that's a 4-day, moon in Scorpio. Gee, the Christmas girl, if you're not moving, if it's not silly, I'd be, now, I know some friends that moved out of New Hampshire, okay? So, has the real estate market picked up there since when? The earlier part of this year. Because what you want to do, I'm going to tell you a little secret. If I can remember how to do this now, we'll be all right. You want to get a small St. Joseph. Go cut a little spank in front. Oh my God! When I'm doing this, sometimes my mouth don't work. Anyway, you place them facing the street. All right, and bury them there by your sign, your for sale sign, and watch what happens. That St. Joseph will kind of help you sell your house. All right, it's not a full-size one. You can go to a place and find a small one, and you just dig a little hole, and then when it sells, dig it up and dig it up out of the ground and take it with you. So it could sell by the end of this year because you're going through transition yourself. So I think you have 2 planets in Sagittarius. Okay, you also went through a Libra thing here like I did for about a year. That held you back. Okay, that's gone. Now, Mars is back in Scorpio, so that can also help you out. And look at this. I was trying to figure this out. You're also in your Jupiter return at 29 Leo, so you want to use that. I would say that if the real estate market is picked up there, then put it out there. If your salesperson is really pushing your house. That's part of it. They know what they're doing. Then you can get going and move to your next position. It could go this year or going into next year is going to be an 8-year, which is a money year. So it could take from this year then next year, but go get one of those St. Joseph statues and try it out. Okay, and then you can let us know what happens. I have real estate people that I told them about this, and it always seems to work. And so I think that's very interesting too. So yeah, you're going through your Scorpio stuff. It ends on Christmas Eve this year. And then it's going to go over your Venus and your North Node. So that's not so bad. What you've already been through is quite a triumph. And you should come out and smell like a rose, okay? Something about in my head, I'm hearing the 15th. Let's see, where are we? We're in maybe, baby. Well, okay, I'm trying to see if they're talking about next month. It's possible. They're coming up with the 15th. Let's see if they're talking about next month. It could very well be. We're past that here, so it must be next month. That's from above. All right, let's see what happens, and you let us know, okay? But, yeah, go by one of those St. Joseph statues and paint planet down by the sign, and don't say nothing to nobody, and let's see what happens. It might go bingo and be sold, okay? Lots of luck, Alice, okay?
All right, Alice. Yeah, good luck with that. The market's still pretty soft, but it's starting to come back. Anyway, Linda in Alaska. Interesting situation going on for Linda here. Linda's birthday, April 25, 62. And the significant other in the question is February 29 of 1960.
Yeah, Pisces, how do they get along?
Yeah, and the question, I am having a hard time with a live-in partner at the moment. We've been living together for 3 years, and he has always been the one to initiate that I move out because he wants his life back. Then he changes his mind. This is the third time this has happened. I am taking space from the relationship so I can figure out where to go from here.
Oh, yes. Put the guilt on somebody. Okay. Now, you have that Capricorn, Linda, you have that Capricorn moon there. Taurus. Let's see what you get, Taurus. Aries, Mars. You're putting up with this? I can't believe this. And you got your Neptune, Uranus return going on. That will clear out later. But you're putting up with this person? Why? I mean, let's see where he's at. Okay? I know the 1960 people. I have enough of them around me. We could start a party. Let's see where we go with him. He's a Pisces. That should have, you guys, I don't know how that ever come together. Okay, 60. Let's see what we got going over here, my dear. This is not good. Here we are, right here. Oh, a little karma, Linda. His moon is in Aries. Pisces with that going on. Pisces, Aquarius, Capricorn, and he's going through the Neptune. What are you doing putting up with him? Why don't you make a choice? Is this a house that somebody owns, or what? You're being drugged down. Guilt putting on you. He's got a pretty good sized ego, and then his emotions get shut down. You get to play guess who's in the body today, something like that. So girl, the two of you going through the 2 cycles. You must have known him somewhere in time. If you got the lesson, either leave or get him to leave, and whoever owns the property. You've been there 3 years. I would think by the 2nd year you would have known I don't need to be there. I'm serious. Because he's got one thing here that opens him up, and then everything else shuts him down. He's like an adult child. And so it's up to you, but I wouldn't put up with it, but that's your choice. You've got yourself a very interesting situation. Furthermore, with the Venus and Mars in Aquarius, he's also stubborn. All right, so that has to stress you out and pull on you. You don't need this. You just don't need it because you're Taurus. All right. You're Taurus, and of course you've been going through all the Saturn stuff too, plus your Saturn's in Aquarius. This comes back over to history. It's always just like ping pong. So get if you need to get away, or if he needs to get away, initiate it and get it out of there, because it's almost like a stuck situation, and he wants his space. He doesn't know what he wants. If he doesn't get his way, I think he sounds like an adult child. Does he whine? And does his ego always say that he's right? That's the other side of the coin. So you have a good day, Linda, all right?
Okay, yeah, sounds to me like he thinks he wants his life back, and maybe remembers he didn't have much of one and changes his mind.
Nope, that's the size of it.
That's my country boy cynicism working in there. Okay. Aaliyah from Oregon has written in. I'll try not to be cynical on this one. Okay, 11/6/56. November 6/56. I had a phone interview today for a job that seemed to go well. Wondering if you can get any insights on the prospects for this job. If not this one, a chance is good to find work soon. Any info would be great. Thank you both so much. From Aaliyah.
Let's see here. Well, this is probably if it's what I think it is. Yep. Here we go. The same thing's happening to her. She's making a completion here, and this job may be the one, and it could be another one. What you need to do is claim what is it you want in your work area. Are you a manager? Do you like to dish out the work? What is it you want to do? Because this is a very powerful time for you. And that's that blasted Saturn and Scorpio going right over your moon, your sun and your Mercury. All right, so it's pushing on you. This very well could be the one, and if not, you can go for the next one. It's sitting there, so you must put out to the universe what you really want, and watch this fall into place, because you're stepping into your Saturn return right after Christmas. And it's going to go back and forth over you a couple of times. So that's about moving, it's about work, it's about people in your life and so forth. It's change on every level, and it's not a negative change, it's all positive. And I believe it went well too. They say you seem to really be very professional. You were right up front with what you were trying to say. They listened, you listened, and you kind of bounced off of one another. So I feel real positive about this too, depending on how many people were going for that job. Okay? Let's see what happens here. You could get this one or the next one coming up, but I like this one, but it's, depends on where you're coming from. So claim it and put it out there. You're going through, you might even move, my dear, if you get a job, but you have to go away from wherever you are, or maybe something with travel. Okay, so lots of luck.
Okay, hopes if I turn the mic on before I start talking. All right, Fred, we've got a call from somebody you always enjoy talking to.
Oh,
it's
yes.
Jessica in Los Angeles.
Oh.
You're on, Jessica.
Oh, hi, Bill and Fred. How are you?
Well, we're doing all right. So you're not getting our weather, are you? We're getting beat up out here with rain. Now there's a hurricane coming in from Mexico and a low coming in from on the low end of Southern California, and it's hitting us. So you're going to be getting it, though, because we're in an El Nino year. So watch. It's just going to be a little few floods. Yeah, a lot of floods,
wow.
mudslides. Yeah. So what's going on, my dear?
Oh, well, that guy I asked you about before, you were totally right. He kind of had an unfinished relationship still going, which I just discovered, and now he's saying that it's casual and he's ending it. I don't know if I even found the right one. Maybe there's another one. I don't know.
Well, did you do my list? Did you do my list that I tell everybody to make? When they say something, look, Jessica, you're a smart woman. When they say, it's casual and stuff like this, let me put it this way. They need to be more upfront. Either they do or they don't. It's plain simple. Either he wants to have a relationship with you, he's going to get away from the other, or he's not, and then you just shut the door. That's what you have to look at. I don't like these things when the guys say, it's kind of casual and kind of this. That's not being truthful. That's not. It's one or the other. You want to. Are we going to see each other? And you want to share your time with me? We can see where this goes. Or you have to go complete that. Go take care of it. And I don't want to. I don't want to be around this. So that's. He's not. He's playing games with you. Okay. He means well.
So it's not.
He means. No, it's not your fault. Look at it this way. What you're doing, you're breaking down the walls till you get the right one in there. And you're closer than you used to be. All right? So you thank God for bringing him forward. You thank God for bringing him forward. And you ask God, now, if you really know what you want, Jessica, I've known you a long time, take an 8x10 sheet of paper, do the 25, 50, 75, 100 questions, and you're very precise anyway, and write it all out, get it very clear what you want. Remember, weekly you can change the questions that you write out, and then you say, through the divine light of God, please bring forth a perfect gentleman for myself, and you'll be amazed how that's going to happen. And it works. So do it that way, and you know what you need. You know the type of person you need. You don't want them in a relationship. And if they're married, you don't want them around. You want somebody that will be there for you because you're a great lady and you deserve a good relationship. You want to really put that in there. Okay, and then look at all the personal stuff that you need to have match you. And when you do that, you might be surprised what's going to take place. Okay?
Okay.
That's what that's...
Okay.
All right?
So for this guy, he says he's shutting the door on all that other stuff. Is that for real, or is he just a bit more just game?
When he said that, what was the first feeling you had?
Well, for the first time, I actually kind of believed him. I actually believed that he does. He's had a lot of. Yeah.
When's his birthday, Jessica?
12/26/69.
Another Capricorn, huh? Let's see where we go here. Let's go over here and see what the heck he's doing. You're smarter than he is, too. Mind me being my way. Okay. Day after Christmas, huh? That must be fun for him. Let's see what he's got here. All right. From what I'm looking at, he has 22 degrees Cancer moon, unless... a good chart always shows that up. And does he hold his emotions in?
No, I think he's more. I think he might be a Leo moon.
Okay, it says 22, but that's what I'm trying to make sure. Okay, that's what I needed to know. Now he's got Capricorn and Mercury. Never makes a mistake. Now he's got Sag and Venus. Pisces and Mars. He's got Jupiter and Scorpio. Does he make a lot of money?
He used to, not anymore.
Okay, well he's got that. He's going through his Neptune return, and this is going to be not nice. It's going to be sitting on him until the end of until September 2015. That's just going to sit there. It's going to go in Sag. Then it's going to go back and over. So he's being hit. So he needs to sit, and he also has a Taurus in Saturn. So that Scorpio stuff is right over his Neptune, right over his Saturn. Let's see. And that moon, whatever that is, so he might be, but when you look at him, does he talk to you directly to your face? Does he turn his head to the right, to the left? Does his eyes look down? See, if you're on the telephone all the time, you can't tell. But if you see him and he's real direct with you and he's facing you, then you got it. So that's what I want. So are you guys talking on the telephone? You talking in person? What?
Yeah, in person. He does seem, I think he does want me, and that maybe he would be changing. But his Mars sits right, or his Saturn sits right on my Mars, like right on top of it.
That's what that is.
Okay, Fred, Jessica, hang on a minute. Fred, it's doing it again.
Okay.
Exactly 45 minutes after the last time. Jessica, you're going to have to hang on. Every 45 minutes, Fred's microphone goes wiggy. And all we've been able to figure out to do is just give it a minute to straighten itself out. I don't know why it does it, but it does it. So we just got to figure something out. Nope, still doing it. I don't know what the deal is on this. I really don't have a clue.
Okay.
No, still. It's. Try again, Fred.
Hello?
Still pretty wacky. Can you understand him enough, Jessica? To...
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, give it a try,
A
Fred.
little bit.
Okay, basically, you make him go out and make the completion with whoever it is. Okay? And when he makes the completion, then he can come to you, but he can't come to you until he completes what he's already into. Make sense?
Yeah. Did I find the right one, or is there just a different girl?
No, it's a possibility. It's possible, all right? But you have to let him know that you are strong, okay? You are strong. And because you're strong, that you want to make sure that he's got all that taken care of. And always listen to your partner, whoever they are, because they always tell on themselves. It's real interesting. So do that. And then after he gets rid of the person, I want you to go to a restaurant, and this is what you're going to do. All right, you're going to say, Mother, Father, God, take his name and tell him and put out to God that he's going to tell you everything about himself. And it won't be him talking, it'll be his guides, but he won't know this. It'll take about 15 minutes maybe or so, and all of a sudden he'll click back into himself, and he won't even understand what happens. But you do this, and then you can make a decision. Is this for Jessica? And I've done this before. It works. It's very good for all of us to do, because then we can find out if they're being real. And I believe he wants to be, but give him a test and see what happens. Okay?
Okay. But I mean, the girl that I found, was it her, or is there other girls too?
Well,
or did I find the right one?
Well, he's had a lot of them around him. Okay, he hasn't been exactly lonely. He's been busy. So what it is to just ask him a direct question. Now, ask him if he really wants a relationship with it, and does he feel he can open his heart to you, and what type of physical reaction does he have for you? Because if he looks away or does anything unusual, that shows he's not being truthful, and then you can do accordingly. All right, because you're close. You're close. That's what I say. You're close. Okay.
Okay. Great.
All right.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome, dear.
Okay, I'll do it. Okay,
Bye.
I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Right. Bye, Jessica. Thanks for calling in.
Bye.
Okay, very good. Let's see, Fred, we have Shelley in California wrote in, and Shelley's day was 10/26/57. 10/26/57. Everybody in the 50s today, except for one couple that were, and he was close. He was 60.
That's right.
Early
That's
60,
right.
actually. So
that's right.
Let's see. Shelley says, hello, Fred and Bill. I was told recently there could be significant relationship coming soon. I know you talk about making a list and etc. I would like to know if a destiny-type relationship is still possible. If so, do you think this person lives outside the area I am not living in? Or whatever. Okay, we get the point. Okay, thank you so much.
All right. Well, Shelley, first of all, you're going to do the same thing. All you people walking into your second Saturn cycle, you're completing your Neptune-Uranus return. Okay, this is what I want. Yeah, do the list for you, and then see if this person fits the list. Okay, see if he fits your list, and don't be afraid to change it weekly, because that's energy doesn't stay the same. Now, destiny. If you would have given me the birthday, I could see it. All right, but you are making a big fat completion yourself and so going through, and I'm sure this last couple, see, you're in a 5-year cycle. That's what you're going through. So let's see what I can do here for you. And the other thing, when you get somebody that's outside your area of living, the communication has to be very balanced, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Because some people get excited at the beginning, and then they have a tendency to pull away when you haven't done anything. So I want you to always remember, someone gets really going strong, and all of a sudden they start pulling away. That can mean that they were all excited, then they lost interest. Not that you did anything, but that's how you work that. Let's see. Let's see. Somebody told you all of this. I'd like to know who. Oh, you went through that Libra and Mars thing as well. That was in your way, so that's off of you now. Boy, you don't mess. You must have gorgeous eyes, my dear. I'm just looking at that, saying, "Oops, Daisy, look at this." I wonder if you were ever a model when you were younger, because you're gorgeous. All right. Well, it's a I don't like to use the word destiny. I like to say the universe, God, Goddess, is guiding you. And if you felt right, whoever told you this, if you felt positive at that time and you got like a chill or you got a rush of energy, then yes, it is. And right now, because you're going through so much change, the person must be on your level. Balance you mentally, physically, emotionally, and everything else, because you have a very powerful strength, and then you have your own emotions. So that's pretty powerful right there. So that person balances that, then you're on your way. But remember, you're in your own power place. When you're in your own power place, he has to balance what you already can do for yourself, and he needs to step into the other part of this. And if he's there on that level for you, then you found the right person. If this makes sense, then go for it. All right, you're making a lot of completions this year, and so to be truthful, I think it'll be going into 2016 when this is going to hit you. This one, that's what I feel. So let's just see where you go with this and come out the other end, because you're making a phenomenal completion already. And I feel that you really got your stuff together. You worked on yourself and you did all this stuff. So that would be, you may be drawing the person to you. Okay? If that makes any sense. Let's see what happens. Okay? Be in your power now. Be in your power. I'm referring to God power or goddess power. That's what I'm talking about. Not lifting weights, not that type of power. I always have to explain that to people. All right? So lots of luck, Shelley.
Okay, Shelley. Thanks for writing in. And, okay, one just popped up on the board right now. Okay, this is JoJo in British Columbia. And let's see, August 9, and here's your 1960 again, Fred. August 9, 1960. Okay. Hi, Fred and Bill. I am involved in a legal dispute and would really appreciate if you can see if this will be resolved in my favor. And if so, will there be any compensation? Also, do you see me getting a job soon?
Whoa. Okay, let's see what you're going through here, buddy. Here we go again.
Yeah, JoJo, I wonder, I have no clue, but I would suspect that might be female.
It could be. It could be. It's hard to say. I'm looking, I would hope so for one reason. Okay? Am I looking at this right? Let me look at that. I got to follow this over. They got their moon in Pisces. I would want this to be a woman, not a man. And Cancer there, Virgo here. Wow. They've been going through a lot of stuff right now. Okay, why do I feel, okay, this, not you, JoJo, but whatever you've been working with, Okay, I feel there's been possibly some nasty stuff going on about this situation. Okay, so I almost feel like that. Man, people have been doing. Somebody's been doing some not being all that truthful. Wow.
And JoJo got back, and JoJo is a lady.
That's what. Well, that's what I'm glad, because I wouldn't want to have a man have this. They wouldn't handle it very well. Girl, let me put it this way: you need to get into some prayer here, because you're going through a cycle. Really, 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 really. And some people have been, apparently, I just get this, not you being nasty, but whatever's been going on here. Okay? You want to really pull away this negativity. So jobs should start working for you, start coming your way, maybe September, October, November, so forth and so forth. Because whatever this is, it's not light. I get a lot of nastiness in there, and apparently it's coming from the other place. I would pray you would get compensation. It depends on those you're dealing with, and if you have a hell of a lawyer yourself, because you can't do it by yourself. This can bring it to you, and then you have to look at your lesson that's attached to that. If you get your lesson in there and you say, God, I've got it, this is my lesson, and you share it, that's when things fall into place. Because I feel like you've been sabotaged, okay, if that makes any sense. And on the Christmas Eve this year, you finished this cycle as well, and you're like my roommate. When Saturn goes into Sagittarius on Christmas Eve, it's going to take a while, but it's going to touch your Jupiter and Sagittarius. This could be money in 2015 coming in, because you've gone through a lot. I feel you've been hurt as well, bruised badly, and this will be starting to turn around. But look at your lesson attached to this, and if you understand it, then you put it out there. Okay, you put it out there and see what you can do with that, and it might surprise you. Okay. Lots of luck, and I hope you got a lawyer with this, because if you're doing this by yourself, not too good. Okay?
All right, JoJo. Good luck with that. Hope it works out for you. That's legal issues.
Yes, they're horrible.
Low opinion of lawyers to start with.
Mm-hmm, that's right.
Oh, Russell writes in, says, hey guys, last Thursday I can listen live for a while. New schedule is 11 to 8 Eastern. Not thrilled, but have a job anyway. I had an angry woman yell at me today for nearly hitting her in the parking lot yesterday. She was distracted but denied it. Shift change will be good for that. Otherwise, any quick info for Russell?
Well, that's where you're taking your power now, and you're seeing this. And when all you have to do is put those mirrors up there, buddy, so you don't take on her anger. Because then you can come into your work, and that goes before you, and then, pardon the expression, the fuzz can fly. That's the best way I can put this. I don't want to say the other word, but you know what I'm talking about. So, see, her mind was totally somewhere else, but she likes to put blame on other people. This is her M.O. In her mind, she never does anything wrong, but she almost hits you. And then this whole thing. So what you want to do is be sure those mirrors are up so it goes back to the other person, and then you don't bring it into work. All right, if that makes any sense. I think you know this by now, because I see this a lot, and it's unbelievable because they're not conscious. They're walking around in a hypnosis trance, but they don't get that. So you're getting there. You're really getting there now. So this is good. Okay, Russell?
Yeah, boy, oh boy. That little story reminds me of, a number of years ago when I was young. I was on a 4-lane street in Tucson, Arizona. I was in the right lane, and this other person was in the left lane about 50, 60 feet ahead, and for no reason just decided to turn right into a mall from the left-hand lane.
Really?
And the only thing that saved us was my buddy was driving, and he had 20-year-old reaction times, and hit the brakes, cut the wheel, and went sideways. And You know, we just stopped just before we hit her sideways in the middle of the street, and she stops, gets out. We're all right there in the middle of the street, and she starts saying, "Why did you do that? You almost hit me. What's the matter with you? Are you crazy?" And he said, wait a minute. You're the one that... And fortunately, there was a young guy at the bus stop right there on the corner, and he just busted up laughing and says, "Lady, you're nuts. You almost killed these guys." And finally she says, "Oh, well, I'm from a little town where they don't have 4-lane streets. I didn't know you couldn't do that." I mean, give me a break. People...
Oh, come on. Oh, God.
Yeah. It's so funny. People will get distracted nowadays talking on their cell phone, texting their buddies.
Right.
You know, yammering to somebody in the passenger seat, whatever, and it's always your fault, not theirs. Anyway.
That's right.
Oh, boy, what a roar. Anyway, enough of silly anecdotes. That, I think, nothing there. That cleans up the board for the moment. We did have, I told you right at the beginning of the show, an hour and almost 2 hours ago now, that somebody sent in actually 2 individuals.
Oh, really?
And the second one I didn't do. We did Clark Gable, and it amazed me. You nailed him so well. And, I read that little bit from a, what's it called? It's called the hairpin.com, saying that basically he was a bastard, is what this lady said in her text. But at any rate, this other gentleman, we actually did several months ago.
Really?
So I didn't want to repeat that.
Okay.
So I picked out one of his best friends. Oh. And I thought that would be cute. This person's initials M.H. Okay. Birthday August 17, 1920, 20, and still alive, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, he must be. He must have done
female.
Female?
Yeah.
Oh, well, wait till I get in there and look at this. Let's see something. 27, 22, August. She's been going through another Saturn cycle, her third one.
Ooh, boy.
Yeah.
That would be a good reason not to make it to 94.
Yeah, when you reach 88, you have your second Saturn return. My sister just did her. She turned 90 in May. I see. Okay. So you see Scorpio. This is interesting now. See, she's got Virgo and Saturn, and that's very interesting. But what's been going on is that Saturn and Scorpio have been hitting all her fixed planets. Real interesting. So she's Leo. Let's see. Leo with a Libra moon. That helps. Leo and Mercury. Virgo, Scorpio. Wow. Was she business?
Entertainment.
Really entertainment. Okay. Don't tell me an actress.
Yes, matter of fact, yeah.
Well, she has also a big voice. Got a very big voice.
Oh, definitely.
Also, big voice. She reminds. Oh, God, why did you show me this? She doesn't do musicals. Was she more an actress?
That's the way I know her. If she did musicals, I'm not terribly familiar with them.
Oh, they're showing me Ethel Merman with a voice. That's why I was asking. In other words, she's got a strong voice like Ethel Merman. Okay. All right.
Yeah, close.
But she can say her piece. She doesn't mess with anybody. She put it out there. I mean, she made sure she was heard. Interesting. And she found somebody that was, pardon the expression, not being all up front. Oh boy. I almost feel like she probably had a hell of a temper too.
That would make sense just on, let's say, conventional wisdom. And some of the parts she played, yeah.
I'm telling you, because she always play a leading lady.
Well, yeah, frequently.
Okay, yeah. All right. She wasn't light haired by any chance, was she?
I would not say light.
Okay. All right.
A redhead.
All right.
Come right out and say it.
Oh, she is? Oh, okay.
Hot-tempered redhead.
Oh, my God. Yeah, hot-tempered is right. Well, yeah, that's why I said she would turn around but say how it was. Now, she may not have done too good with her own emotions. That might have been a hard one for her, even though that Libra was balancing her. But I think, was she married more than 2 or 3 times?
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that makes sense because it wasn't easy for her being with a partner because they never stood up to what she thought it should be. Did she allow herself to have kids?
Let's see. 1 is all they're saying here.
Yeah, well, that would make sense. Almost like Betty Davis, Betty only allowed herself to have 1, and that may have been a difficult situation too for her as well. But I'm thinking, yeah, she's over the very powerful woman. It's her way or no way, and I also think her emotions maybe not all there. But I also figure too, she tried to be as honest as she could, but sometimes she get caught up. I'm sorry, with her own ego. And not used to get in her way from time to time, but she tried to be as honest and upfront as she could. She didn't like people that lied and tried to manipulate things. When she'd find out, she'd lose it and go after them. That's the way I'm looking at this lady.
Well, Fred, once again, as much as I know, I'm not incredibly familiar with the lady, but temper, a hot-blooded Irish redhead, and her on-screen personality.
Maureen O'Hara? Maureen O'Hara?
Yep, Maureen O'Hara.
That's who it is. Yeah, she's still alive.
Yep.
And you know something? She was on TCM, and she's in a wheelchair now. But she said, that wasn't always great kissing some of those guys because they were bad kissers.
I can believe that.
Yeah, she says it the way it is. She says it the way it is. Yeah. Oh, that makes sense. Her being a Leo. Oh yeah. Yeah. And that's why her movies were so great. Mm-hmm. And I wonder who she married. I can't remember. It's been so because I followed her through her career.
Charles Fitzsimmons.
Oh really? Okay.
Oh no, those were siblings. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Where did it go? Oh, Charles Blair.
Wow.
Will Price and George H. Brown was the first one.
I said, I don't even know who they are, but that's okay. She probably married regular people. But yeah, she would be very powerful, and she liked honesty and everything else. She would say her piece. Yep, Maureen O'Hara. I still like her. I think she says what she means, and that's it.
Oh yeah, yeah, and played that, played that very well. Reason I did that is the question was about good old Michael Morrissey, John Wayne.
Oh yeah,
good old
that's
John
right.
Wayne, and we did him a month or two ago.
Yeah.
And they had a little thing there on the computer said other people when looking in, she was very good friends with John Wayne. With the
Duke they were. Yeah. It's amazing they didn't have a relationship, but I think they were so strong together it wouldn't have worked.
yeah, that's I can see that. But everything definitely fit that you said, and she is actually Irish, born in Ireland, which I didn't know.
Well, they did that. When she and Wayne did that Irish thing, I can't think with McLaughlin, whatever the actor's name was.
Right.
Boy, I'll tell you, it was almost as if I thought she played that character to the T. It was perfect.
Right.
Yeah.
Actually, her youth there then. Well, at any rate, Fred, we're wrapped up. Your phone numbers and so forth.
All right. I'm only going to give out the one. The other number, we're going to bury it eventually. So my phone number on my cell phone is 480-236-5661. Okay, everybody? And lots of changes around me. I don't know how this is going to work. My classes got a little bit goofy. The universe is working with me, so I don't know where anything's going. I'm just going to play it for what it is. So you all remember, We have to put lots of light out there, and we keep say a lot of prayers. There's a lot of negative energy out there. It's heavy, heavy, heavy. God bless everybody, and lots of love and light. Okay?
All right, Fred's website, psychicfred.com, psychicfred.com. Check us out again next week. Be right back here again next week. Take care, everybody. Until then, so long. Bye.
Psychic radio, holistic radio, spiritual radio. This is AchieveRadio.com. Follow us on Twitter.